Well, I'm a painter. I started my painting in Los Angeles. That was like about 15 years ago. And I actually went there to study philosophy and literature. Then I got interested with art. A lot of things happened and somehow it affected my life. And I wanted to find an expression which is very personal, where I could find my own world, where I could create my own self. And so I started painting.
I always wanted to know and understand what exactly goes inside a creative mind. How does an artist perceive things around him and conceives into an art form while portraying it on canvas? The whole process always intrigued me. So one morning in Dhaka, when my friend Minu told me that she is going to interview a renowned artist, I just simply couldn't resist the temptation to accompany her and know up close and personal a creative mind. Javed Jalil.
And one of the greatest impact I had was also going to museums and looking at painters like Picasso, Francisco Goya, and so from there I started painting and I thought, this is it, this is what I want to do. I started with doing a kind of graphic design kind of work, and this teacher of mine and like art instructor of mine, at that time I was more like, I didn't really decide that I want to be a painter, I wanted to more into graphic design and stuff. And this instructor really kind of liked my work or something, and she said that I should start painting, and so it was more like an abstract graphic work I was doing into color and shades and design, and then started from there. Music, in a sense, I like the sound movement, and that sound movement I like to bring it, transform it, or coordinate it with my lines as I move on. And I use a sense of energy in the work, so when in lines I move, it somehow together in the picture, it creates a synchronized musical symphony together. That's something that happens. I have always a little music going on, so maybe it's classical music, maybe it's jazz, more or less instrumental sound effects, Also, I like soprano or tenor's voice very much, even though it's an old thing, but I like that somber, melancholic feeling or a rage of a sound and emotion. What I like to do is try to find the most hidden things of our mind, our thoughts and everything, a certain kind of an awareness that can give fantasy, reality, imagination, all together. That could be a kind of tranquility of the experience of ourselves in this world. Actually, now I use female form more into the sense of using it as a transportation of spirit, a physical body, where I penetrate my thoughts into it to create. all thoughts or whatever we think, whatever we feel, it's always relating to everybody and everything. So no thoughts can be just absolutely original in that way, because really nothing exists like that, because we are all together as one way or the other. It's just our experiences, our intentions, attitudes that creates differences. I guess through these differences I try to express myself as much as I can. My work is more into drawing, so I kind of draw very fast. Once I start doing my line, it relates to each other, and the magnetism of lines following the other. So I create quite fast in that when I don't artifice my work too much using textures and all that. So when I do it very fast. And sometimes I do my work and I keep it behind, keep it away for a while. So I let the thoughts grow, so I can work on it again. Thought, meaning, our senses, our liking, dislike, everything is changing every moment, so I cannot really trap anything. So actually, when I look at it, I started the work in one point and it moved on to the other, it transformed, it goes on. And it has always different kind of meanings, because we put our meanings, so it could mean something for me, and for you it could be totally different. So it keeps on moving, it's more like a journey, and a journey of different kind of stimulations. I think I dream more when I'm awake, and I have nightmares when I'm sleeping, because I don't know I'm going to wake up or not. And all these also crazy things around us that affects my head, that goes on. So I guess dreams is something we make and we create. So I guess it's better to dream in the daylight with the sun, and I think that's more pleasurable. For me, color is like more into black and white, but color comes in such a way. I don't really intentionally use vibrant colors. I kind of smudge it, the background, and I kind of create a transparent expression of colors. Colors to me is more like an environment, the space in the painting. So I don't like to pay too much attention, but a lot of people say that you have a lot of vibrant colors and all that. But I use them as a sense of expressing what the lines and form has to say. Like, it's more like a relationship, an extension of that emotion or sensation, creating the environment of the painting. Painting normally really doesn't end, but you have to put it to an end, and sometimes you look at it and you feel really nothing, and sometimes you look at the same painting after a while and you see something is there, and then again sometimes you do something and you really like it. So that is also a state of mind. So which is what, that is really difficult to say. All my painting is about story of my life in a way, every moment, how and what's going on, how things are affecting me, how I am being affected by the things, and how I'm looking at the thing, which is changing every moment, getting into another thought from the other. So, it is actually, I'm recreating my story in ways.
Do you think that you'd ever come to a point in time in your life where you'd be able to comprise your entire life into one painting?